Welcome back to another episode of Original Understudies, where I've gathered the world's most original understudies, and we're going to come together and do some improv comedy based on your suggestions. So, if you want your suggestion to be used, email me at originalunderstudiespodcast@gmail.com. You can also cut to the front of the line if you want to put in a review. It's the easiest through Apple, but some people have been able to figure out how to do it through other means. In fact, when we get to it, today's suggestion came through an Amazon Audible review. So, without further ado, let's introduce the improvisers. First up, we have Jake Regal. Jake, welcome back. Where can people find you?
Oh, thanks for having me. You hear that? You got a nice scratchy voice. I had a cold 2 weeks ago. It was my first time being sick in 3 years. It was very exciting. I think I had it the last time I recorded an episode, so
yes,
you can follow my cold. It's great. At Jake Regal on Instagram and Twitter. I have a TikTok account with a different name that you don't get to know because I don't use it.
Okay, that's fair. And welcome back, Landon. Hello, Landon.
Hi, James.
Where can people find you?
Well, you know, you can find me all over the internet. Splandon on Instagram, LandonKirksey.com. I want to point out that Jake found a way to humble brag that he hasn't been sick after a pandemic wiped through the entire earth.
I was very safe. I wore a mask. I didn't go out. I took it seriously. What can I say?
Landon and I went to a lot of kissing contests. It was crazy. We kept getting sick.
Yeah, always second place.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I got lost in your introduction. Let's go to the next improviser. We have Roberto Lewis. Welcome back, Roberto. Where can people find you?
You can find me at blah blah goals on Instagram. Yeah.
Great. Awesome. And Amelia Clover, welcome back. Where can people find you?
Thanks, James. You can find me at Amelia Clover VO on everything or www.ameliaclover.com for just me. I don't know if I have to have the www. I feel dumb saying it. But.
Honestly, it would make me feel a lot better if you said https://
My dad's not going to be able to find your site without www, so I appreciate the inclusion.
I was, and I'm not even going to get into it. I get so easily distracted. I don't know what's wrong with me. But we have one final improviser, and I'd like to welcome her back, Mary Doodles.
Oh, hey.
Mary, welcome back. Where can people find you?
You can find me everywhere online at Mary Doodles, except TikTok. I'm Doodles Mary there. Come to my YouTube channel. I do live drawings. I stream myself painting every Friday. Come join.
And they are amazing.
Hey,
I love them.
Thank you.
All right. So as I mentioned, please send suggestions. This suggestion is actually coming from Xander Davis. And Xander had come out at the end of the year last year. I guess it was in December. Maybe it was beginning of January. I think it was December. But he came to a Pretty Pony show, and I was stunned to see him there. It was awesome. It's so rare that somebody that listens to the podcast is able to come out live and see a show. This was the email he sent to me. Hey, James, it was awesome meeting you at the West Side. I realized I was yet to leave a review for you for OU. I'm not an Apple user because I have a soul, so I left an Amazon Audible review. Hope it still works for you. As seen below, suggestion at the end. The title is Bring on the Funny. A very different kind of podcast, unique and hilarious, an improvised comedy podcast that will have you burst out laughing. So be careful where you listen. The cast are among the top improvisers that roam the earth. It might as well be called, it might as well be a game show called Are You Ready to Chuckle? And here comes the episode theme. He'd like us to discuss bad game show ideas. Bad game show ideas.
Before we even get to that, James, just his idea of like a really soulful website is Amazon.com.
I
was thinking the same thing.
They were a bookstore, Jake. Yeah. They've got a soul.
Yeah. They've got heart. They've got soul.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they have a spine. They definitely have a spine as a book.
There it is.
Book store. Oh. I don't know. I guess the thing that I'm really thinking about a lot is Amazon. Do you guys, I don't even know, like this is borderline going to come to an advertisement if I talk too long about it.
Or the opposite. If you talk too long about Amazon, pretty soon you're like,
I I mean, one of my closest friends in the world is Morgan Christensen, and he refuses to get an Amazon account.
That's on brand.
But he'll go to someone else's house to watch The Boys and like to do certain things. Like, I mean, it's. How do you guys feel about Amazon?
But their cultural content is not the same thing as a gigantic warehouse where they don't let people pee. Like, I understand that difference of opinion.
When I was,
that's a bad game show idea. How long can you not pee?
How can do you guys remember the girl? I think that it was a woman who was like supposed to drink
your
like
wee
4
for a
gallons.
wee.
Yes,
That's what this was.
Hold your Wii for a Wii, and she died
For a Wii video game console.
yeah, I remember that.
How far did she make it before she died?
Only like 30 minutes, but it was crazy. She had
It was like a day or something.
There's a lesson there.
Yeah, it was. I guess. I mean, it's not funny. In fact, it's really tragic. And if you're a family member of the woman who died holding her Wii, I am so sorry. But like, I didn't know that was possible.
To die?
For the record, there's no way I could hold my pee that long. It would just not work. Like,
I mean, definitely not now.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to now pee more often as possible.
Yeah.
Preventatively.
And starting now.
Nowadays, you have to hold your urine itch for a Switch.
There you go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hold your urine itch for Switch. Nintendo will never have that. Well, it wasn't Nintendo. It was like a radio show.
Yeah.
It was some
I think
local
it was
radio channel.
during the holidays, right? Because she was trying to get it for her kids, and she like.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know it just keeps getting worse.
It gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
It is not funny. It will always be too soon.
The prize was the cure for her child's uncurable disease.
But thanks for bringing it up, James.
It's not funny.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And yet the
It's
bits
not.
just keep on coming.
So I guess that's a good question, though. What are the better kind of game shows? Is it the ones that are physical challenges, or is it the ones that are mental, like trivia, or is it? I hate luck-based games. I just hate them.
I feel like the ones that prey on people's poor choices. Like I've always thought that what's the one where you marry somebody, like you don't see their face until after you marry them? What's that one called? I forget what it's called.
Like Love is Blind or something.
Love is Blind. Right.
Yeah,
I'm always
okay.
whenever I hear that, I'm like, who? Why would you? Why?
Just that
Is
beat
that
of
a game
Love
show?
is Blind or something. I don't even know what it is. I've only seen,
I don't know.
first
At
2
this
seasons.
point,
I don't know what it's called.
I'm 40. I'm divorced. I don't know. What the hell? Like, like what's the worst that could happen?
Nice.
Yeah.
There's also there's bad for us and there's bad for them. That's another distinction, I think, too. Right?
Right.
Because I mean, like if Squid,
Wait, bad for? Oh, okay.
Do you know
You're
what I'm
saying like it depends on what you have to lose.
Or, yeah,
like
like
pretty face James ain't going into that. Like, there's no way.
How do
if
you know we
Squid
call
Game
you
was a
pretty
real
face?
thing,
I get them. I look in the mirror quite often. I get it.
I watch Jeopardy every day. It's the only show I watch with regularity. I'm not good at it. You know, I would say that there's 5 shows a week. Once a week, I could stand up there and not completely embarrass myself based on how I'm doing.
What are your like areas of expertise on Jeopardy? Is it like historical
it's more-
facts? Is it literature?
I can tell you my areas of not expertise, which is like geography, anything about lakes and rivers and mountains. I'm like, I am just fucked. Opera, of course, like the classic hard categories. I'm not educated in those things you kind of have to learn just to go on Jeopardy. So when those pop up, it's like, I'm just going to tap out of this one and not embarrass myself.
Original Understudies.
All right, so you guys are contestants for Jeopardy this week, but we're going to do kind of a different theme than usual. Instead of just trivia questions, we're going to do full contact MMA fighting in between. So whoever wins each MMA round gets to answer the question. All right, I'm just going to continue filling out the paperwork.
I have a question. Is this a trivia about MMA or we're actually doing MMA?
It's Freak Week. So we want to change things up and do things differently. And so we wanted to do some MMA.
Okay, so like we're fighting each other?
Yeah, I have a question too. I've just done the math. I'm very good at math because I'm on Jeopardy. There are 60 questions in the first and second round of Jeopardy. Are we fighting 60 rounds of MMA? A championship fight is only 5 rounds.
He didn't start with what is. I think he should be disqualified right now.
I agree. His question was not a what is start. Therefore, he's behind and we're ahead.
You three are really funny. The great news is one of the reasons we've switched this is we're bringing in a professional MMA fighter this week. So we're imagining that you're not gonna have very long times. Like, it's going to be quick rounds between questions.
Is this where I stand? Is this where I stand?
Thank you. Thank you, Sledge.
Yeah. I had a question.
Sledge Biff Truck? I'm sorry, is that Sledge Biff Truck?
No,
the
he
one and
didn't
only.
say who is Sledge Biff Truck. So again, I think
It's still a question. It's still a question.
He didn't phrase it.
He
as
made a
who.
mistake. Do I get to hit him?
I have one more question. What is, so we don't fight each other, we fight a professional MMA?
Oh, no.
You fight me.
You guys will be fighting. You will be fighting this professional Sledge Biff Truck.
Hi.
Each time you buzz in, you'll fight for the right to answer.
I have a procedural question. Actually, I know that headbutts are not actually allowed within proper MMA rules, but since this is not an official MMA match, may I headbutt these ladies and
I'm
gentlemen?
going to have to ask you to make your judgment on that. What's going to be more entertaining? Because we're trying to get a big viewership. Not a lot of people are watching.
I just want to point out that Sledge also didn't start with what is. So I think it's just down to me and Lindsay.
You want to go, Sandra? You want to go right now?
Calm down, Sledge.
I'm showing you my belly. I'm showing my belly.
Oh, he just ripped his shirt off. He's ready to go.
Well, Sledge, I am filled with mental acuity, and I took 1 summer of Taekwondo in middle school. So I think I would put up quite a fight. Both on
let
the
me tell you
trivia
something.
field. Oh, sorry. Yes.
You use the word acuity at me one more time, I'm going to headbutt your head right into this floor.
So yeah, I mean, I know it's kind of weird to get into on a first date, but I did win a game show. I mean, I think that's.
Oh my God, which show?
I mean, I don't want to brag.
Are you allowed to tell?
I am. Yeah, I am allowed to tell.
Come on.
I won Love Is Blind, and yeah, so I'm married. Yeah.
That wasn't in your Tinder profile.
No, because I don't want it to. I'm not supposed to talk a lot about it, NDAs and everything. So
yeah. So you're married, married. You live together.
Yeah.
It's official. And
yeah. But
okay.
I mean, I just have to pay the taxes on it, and then it's all clear after that.
So was it a choice to get married at the end of it?
No, it's a prize. I won the prize. So.
Okay.
I mean, I would have liked a couch.
Like it?
I would have liked a couch, if I'm honest.
Okay. I'm a
great.
little surprised. To be honest, I am not here for a married man. I'm sorry.
Oh, you mean you're not here for a winner? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I know I specified I want a winner. Yes, and I want someone successful, and but this isn't what I was picturing. I mean,
I wasn't picturing this when I went on Love Is Blind either. Mainly because I couldn't picture anything. You can't see them. That's the whole thing. Is that you can't see
here's
them.
your calamari.
Oh, thank
Here's
you.
your calamari.
Thanks, Sal. Thank you so much, Sal.
And a Coca-Cola.
Yes.
And just a water noise.
Thank you.
Do you guys get a chance to look at the menu? You know what you want to eat?
I think so, Sal. Yeah. You know what? I think I'm just going to order another calamari for the table, if I could.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
2 calamaris.
Yeah. If I could get another calamari, that would be great. Thank you.
3 calamaris
Hey,
coming up.
and Sal,
Okay,
Sal, keep that water, no ice coming, okay?
Oh, you got it.
Thanks, buddy.
I always keep it coming, okay?
Thanks, pal.
I'll be
Thanks.
back.
I'm known in this town, so people just know me.
You seem
It's
really
really nice.
popular. Yeah, you do. I really, I don't know. I'm concerned. I see that you have a wife already.
A prize. I have a prize.
You have a prize wife. I have a cat. I won a cat at bingo.
You won a cat
5 years
bingo.
ago. Yeah,
Wow.
It was a rescue.
What's the cat's name?
Oh, I named him Bingo.
Okay, that's the only answer I would have accepted.
Yeah, absolutely. It just felt right.
Honey, if I'm such a prize to you, why is this I'm hearing from Sal that you're out eating calamari with another dame?
Oh, listen, I was just trying to have a good time.
There's no need to yell, Jim. We're married.
Who would have thought that a show called Love is Blind would ruin my life? Who would have thought that?
Well, for one, am sick and tired of living in the dark. I'm turning on the lights. I'm your wife, Jim. I'm your wife.
You turn them off. You turn them off. We must live in the darkness.
What? Do you not like our sex?
I do like our sex, but it has to be blind. It has to be dark sex. I can't see anything.
You don't mind rubbing my humps when we're in bed?
No, I love your lady humps.
You love how slimy I am?
Yes, I do.
Just go to the grocery store with me, just once.
Oh, I can't. You can't go to the grocery store until I finish the costume I'm stitching for you.
I want some Entenmann's, and I want to get them with my husband, and I want people to ask how long we've been together. I want us to kiss.
Hi, Entenmann's Delivery. I'm sorry, are you the lady of the house?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to open the door this far. I was just playing my organ. I didn't hear you right away.
I've never seen a collection of misshapen facial features all in one skull like that before.
The Entenmann's man!
Oh, you're talking to my shoulder, actually. My eyes are a little lower. My face is here. A lot of people get confused.
I have to say, the way that your eyes just randomly drift in different directions and then return to me, there's something really captivating about them.
Oh, thank you. You're pretty average looking, I should have you know.
Yeah, I don't really have much in the way of lips or a chin. It's been a burden I've carried, but I don't normally do this, but can I take you to dinner or to coffee or something? I feel drawn to you in a way I can't.
You're talking to my other shoulder.
I'm so
my
sorry.
face again. I know it's hard to tell. I know it's hard to tell.
That was a nose. I thought it was a nose. I see. It's just another. It's a giant mole. It's what it looks like.
A boil.
Look, honey, this is the only future for our daughter. We have to sell her to these producers. Look at her. There's nothing else for her out there.
I don't want to pressure you guys too much, but if you don't sell her now, I'm probably just going to have to hard pass and go to somebody else for the next season.
We got plenty of options.
Plenty.
We got a hard pass.
We're not asking for much. It just seems, honey, am I off base here?
Am I? I mean, look, the circus didn't take her.
Mom, Dad, when are we going to the Miss America contest? I'm already ready to go.
Sweetie, shouldn't you be back in your container, your plastic container?
Oh, trust me, honey, you'll miss America.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to miss America.
Hard pass.
You know, I've heard that Hollywood producers were somewhat less than ethical, but I was surprised that you actually look unethical. Like, what's with the stained trench coat and the creepy long mustache?
And the shadows, you're all in.
We travel with shadows.
It's like there's always a light behind you.
with shadows.
And the incessant smoking.
I'm addicted.
Fair.
And the ominous.
For my talent, I'd like to sing Sweet Home Alabama for you all.
Oh, no, don't sing. Don't
Sweet
sing, honey.
Home Alabama.
Oh, that's interesting. She starts at the chorus.
I don't think I want to win this contest, honestly. I think we should just make Jim win the contest.
Yeah, I vote we make Jim the winner, and then we all just split the winnings, and we will each have enough.
No. The winnings, I don't think you've been paying attention. The winnings are marrying whatever that gurgly voiced creature is in the plastic box. I've got plans for my life.
Yeah.
Wait.
You're right.
There's no cruise. There's no other prize.
I'm sure that there's some honeymoon, but
Wait, we don't. None of you have any interest in the gurgly thing in the box, right?
I have an interest, but not in marrying it.
Okay.
Seeing it, sure. I want to stick around for the season finale, but
I assumed it was something we would all have to fight in the final round. I didn't think it was a prize.
no, it's a marriage. That's the love.
So none of you have any interest in Becca, right?
Oh, that's her name?
Her name is Becca. She writes poems. The moon looks beautiful, glinting in her eyes in the night. She smells like seaweed.
Janitor, Janitor, are you trying to pull a little a fast one here? Are you trying to cut us out so you can have her all to yourself?
Yes. Yeah. You don't deserve her. None of you deserve her.
I believe this is classic reverse psychology, and I'm still going to try to throw Jim under the bus.
You know,
Jim doesn't love her like I do.
I didn't want her 5 seconds ago, but now that I know that you want her, I'll be damned if I'll let you win her from me.
Well, then that's it. I will fight for Becca. I will go to the mat for Becca. I will die for Becca.
Okay, so that's what this is. Is that what that's what this is now? That's what this is.
Let's do this. Let's go. I'm going to rip my shirt off.
Remember, Jim? You fought for me. You fought and you killed those 2 other contestants.
I know. There's blood on my hands. You're right. I'm sorry.
Take me to Ruby Tuesdays.
It's the only right thing to do.
That's right.
Well, welcome to Ruby Tuesdays. We have some. Oh my God!
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
sir. I don't think you can bring in whatever.
Show me a table, sir.
All right, just let me just.
And don't put me in the bar area.
And don't put us in the back.
Oh my
put
God!
us
It speaks.
in the center.
We want to be in the middle of this Ruby Tuesdays. We want all of these Ruby Tuesdays patrons to see us.
Well, let me just mop out the center area, and I can clear a space for you.
Don't waste your time. I drip.
Oh my God. Yes. I'll clean off this bench here.
Thank you.
I apologize, everyone. You might find this somewhat distracting.
Oh my God.
Please try to ignore the
lunch at Ruby Tuesdays.
And bring me 2 Omeo Mai Tais.
Fair. Would you be interested perhaps in our calamari? It's on special today. It might help.
Yeah, I guess I'll
distill the odor a little bit.
Your calamari stinks.
Original Understudies.
I don't know. I was recently talking to my sister about this, and I'm pretty sure everybody's had this experience if they've worked in an office building, but someone will eventually create such a smell by cooking something in the microwaves that they need to put up a sign. I remember when I worked at Activision, everything was fine until it was somebody microwaved, I think it was squid. And the first day, like, nobody said anything, but I guess that encouraged the person to do it a second time. And the second time they did it, it stunk up an office building that was, I mean, it's pretty big. We were doing Guitar Hero in there. And the whole place reeked.
It had to be big to fit all those guitars.
I was going to say all the plastic guitars for Guitar Hero.
All those heroes.
Yeah. But then there was a sign I don't remember what it said, but it was just trying to walk a delicate line of like, don't microwave fish in the microwave.
I gotta confess. I'm usually that person because I don't have a very strong sense of smell, and I like to experiment. Right? If I have some leftovers, maybe I'll put them all on a thing. You know what I mean? And I've got some eggs, a little spinach from yesterday, like a little salad. I'll put them in there, and who knows? Sometimes it's gonna happen.
Let me put these eggs and spinach in here. I'm going to set this microwave to butthole, and then.
Does it now? Is that something that you do at work, or is that something that you do at home?
Oh, if I'm at work, I gotta eat. Right? I often wonder if microwave aroma sensitivity is kind of like having the gene for hating cilantro or like, your pee smells funny or something. Because I'm always like, so someone microwave some fish.
Roberto, have you ever been approached about this?
I mean, here's the thing. When I see things like, significantly raised eyebrows or like, are you gonna microwave that? I'm like, I know there's a little something passive aggressive going on, but I'm like, well, if you're not going to tell me that you're going to fight me if I put this in the microwave, then it's going in the microwave.
I have a smell story. This is not 100% related to that, but it's pretty bad. I've got cats, and I've always been raised with cats. And we had, back when I was in Connecticut, we had a fireplace because it actually got cold there. And at some point during the summer, my cat used the fireplace as a litter box. Like, he would just pee in the ashes. And we had no idea until we lit a fire in the winter. And you cannot imagine how bad a stench burning cat urine is. But our house smelled awful for a long time.
Original Understudies.
All right, honey. I hope you have a great day at work today. I actually, I packed you a lunch experiment. So I hope you enjoy.
A lunch experiment?
Yeah, I did a little lunch experiment for you to enjoy today when you're hungry at 1.
Okay, for the record, I need it to be pretty reliable. Like, if I don't eat at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be starving all day long. Is it crazy?
I don't think it's crazy. It's science.
Do you mind if I take a peek?
Oh, sure. Keep it upright, though, because it is mostly ceviche.
Oh, this is ceviche, but there's no way this is going to stay cold.
Well, it doesn't have to because it has the eggs in there.
Oh.
It's the warm eggs will sort of counterbalance the temperature, I think. I don't know. I'm just playing around. It's an experiment.
Okay. Well, thank you. I love you, and I appreciate you taking effort. And
oh, thank you.
Yeah. What's crazy? I think today's pizza day. Today's pizza day.
All right. You can have that tomorrow. I think it'll last until tomorrow. I'll give it to you tomorrow. I did make you mystery drink, though. I know you like mystery drink.
Okay. I love mystery drink. And I love mystery airheads. It's the one with no color. You don't know what it is. Oh, this is thick for a drink.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so what you do want to microwave this. The viscosity is a bit much right now. Viscosity, that's a science word, straight from a book.
All right. So everybody here is clear on their deliverables and expectations. One more item on the agenda I want to address. I have been getting word that Andrew has been getting made fun of for the food smells he produces. And I just want to remind everybody this office is a safe space and we can't make fun of each other for our stinky smells.
Carol,
Got it?
Can I can't help but think that this is maybe directed at me. I have been intentionally and enthusiastically bullying Andrew just because, well, after he microwaved his ceviche creature or whatever that was, my eyes.
It wasn't a creature.
Well, it
Its
looked like
name
a
was
creature.
Becca.
Go ahead.
It burbled at me. All right, it made sounds, and
that was bubbling.
my eyes were bleeding. Do you understand what that means? My eyes were bleeding. That's how thick the smell was.
Okay. If anybody is experiencing bleeding eyes, once again, you can fill out a ticket and submit that to HR, and we will get back to you on that. Okay. There's
3 to
there's
5
a delay.
business day
There is
delay. I
not.
just can't. I can't.
Hey, Emily, if we can't bully Andrew, could we physically hurt him?
Thank you.
Yeah, just want to make sure we cover all our bases because he's real weak and.
You know, I'm going to have to circle back with that one after I discuss this with the department head of bullying. But
What about a headlock?
What's that? You're talking to the department head of bullying? What do you need?
Okay.
Vinny. Okay, good. This is what we want to know. If I just put him in like a light blood choke or something like that, right? I'm not putting his eye out or anything. I'm just cutting off his airflow.
Listen, Vinny, I'm sorry, Mr. Catalucci.
Thank you.
Mr. Catalucci, I got bad news. We're cutting back. We're going to have to cut your department.
The entire department of bullying?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just not in our budget anymore to have an entire department of bullying. So I'm sorry, Mr. Catalucci, but we're going to have to say goodbye.
Oh, I would give you a swirly so hard if I didn't want to teach you my proprietary secrets.
Please don't.
No, you don't get to know how to swirly someone.
No, okay.
I would nookie you so much.
It's this new woke culture, you know? Bullying ain't appreciated anymore. Bullying used to be an art form, and then these kids come in and they're like, we're all the same. Bleh.
Yeah,
It's
that's
unfair.
100% right. It's 100% our PC culture that's making it a thing of the past.
There's a thing of the past.
Mr. Catalucci, we here at Amazon Web Services, we try to hold ourselves to a pretty high standard. I want to say that I was looking at your resume, and it's very impressive. Your record of intimidation and bullying is, I don't know, it's striking.
Yeah, well, speaking of strikes, I can break them. I know you're interested in stuff like that, Mr. Amazon.
I officially, of course, Amazon is pro-union and pro-wage, but if you could drop some ideas about what you might get up to in your new position, well, I'd like to see it.
Mr. Catalucci, we at Apple have gone over your resume, and we really are very impressed with your credentials.
Okay? God, I'm sorry. This is such a soulless room. The vibes are intense.
What are you talking about, Mr. Catalucci? We want you to work with us. If you could please place your heart in my palm.
What? Like Temple of Doom style? Yank my own heart out?
No, Mr. Catalucci. That would be messy, wouldn't it?
This is PC culture right here. Right here. Tim Cook asking me to rip my heart out.
This is Apple. This is Mac. This is a Mac culture.
Oh God. I want to bully you so hard. I really do.
Do you? But you can't, can you? Because you have no soul.
I think the neighbors are burning their pets again. I can't believe this. It smells like cat fur. Oh.
It just reeks.
Sorry, neighbors. Sorry, I'm just fumigating the tidy cat. Just doing a little bonfire over here.
Rick, come here. Are you cutting the hair off the animals and throwing it in the fire, or are you just throwing
how would you get rid of it? I put it down the drain, but then it all clogs up the drain, and that doesn't work. So I just put the clumps of the litter in the bonfire there. I roast some marshmallows. It's all good.
Rick, look, just say it. If you're struggling, if you can't afford proper garbage disposal, we're willing to help, Rick. We're your neighbors.
Listen, of course I can afford it. It's just, with all this wokeness, and I'm trying to compost, the right way. I'm trying to get rid of stuff in the air, and just put fire to it and make sure that it all kind of goes up.
All right. So, Rick, it makes sense. My mistake. I was under the impression you were burning your cats. There's not enough cats to keep doing that every single day.
No, come on. No, what do I look like? I'm made of cats?
No.
No.
It just, here's the problem is it stinks up the whole neighborhood, and being your neighbor's got to be the worst of the spots.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Hey, what about this? What if you, here's a Ziploc bag of ceviche. And if you want to,
this is warm.
Yeah, it's very warm. Yeah, no,
it's kind of leaky.
Yeah, no, it's leaky. All right. No, it's not a Ziploc branded bag. It's actually the Safeway brand of Ziploc. So it's not secure in any way. So if you want to take that and then maybe stick it in, I don't know, some styrofoam or something else and just microwave it up, then I'm sure that'll cover up whatever I'm doing over here, my unholy bonfire.
Thank you, Rick. That's very, very, very thoughtful of you.
No, Carol, you know what? I'm sick of tiptoeing around this. I think he knows damn well that he just handed us a Ziploc bioweapon. That's basically what this is, Carol. We've lived next to you for too long, Rick.
Well,
I think it's time for you to move out of the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, do you, huh? All right. Well,
Yeah.
sure. Well, then I think it's time for you to move out too, huh? Two can play that game, yeah? So, forget that and forget you. I'm just trying to give you a gift of their bag ceviche.
Take this bag of ceviche back.
Did someone say play that game? You're all going to be contestants on Fight My Neighbor. Fight My Neighbor.
Oh, wow.
Once you're all oiled up, we'll be ready to begin the contest.
So it happens this quick.
Well,
Honey, there's cameraman in the house now.
We're going to just set up Video Village over here in the corner, if that's all right with you.
Hey, I don't need any of that oil. Why don't you just clip an end off of that plastic bag there and just squirt me up with some ceviche juice?
Oh, that's a great idea. Oh,
that's right. Breathe through it.
Don't open that next to
breathe through it.
Oh my God.
Get it in your lungs. Get it in your lungs.
Closing.
Yep. No, that's normal.
That's
normal.
That is pungent.
Yeah, you have to work through it. Your body has to actually acclimate itself to it.
How can your eyes focus amidst this cloud?
I know that times are tough, Mr. Catalucci, but our school already has a bully, and I'm that bully, so you gotta move on, pal.
Look, I'm sorry to pull rank on you, but I am a 37-year-old adult man with big muscles. I have displaced you as this school's bully, and I will do that thing where I extend my arm and you try to swing at me in a sort of whirlwind motion but can't reach my face.
You mean you're offering me your fingers like...
joint manipulation!
I don't think anyone told you, but I'm 8 years old, and I'm in the 3rd grade.
Oh my God.
Give me that.
My beard, my long beard.
Yeah, that's right. I own this school, Mr. Catalucci.
What did you do? A summer of Taekwondo?
I have very strong grip strength from eating my mom's experimental lunches.
What is it, that experiment? Steroids?
It's an experiment. Now maybe you'll think twice before you come to Sherwood Elementary again.
No fair. No fair. All right, here's the $12.70 I was going to spend at Jersey Mike's.
Prices have gone up. Don't you remember? This is inflation, man.
It's more than $12.70 for a sandwich at Jersey Mike's. Oh,
I want
God.
chips and a cookie.
Okay, they do sell tasty cake there. It's pretty exciting. Not otherwise available in the
You
Los
can
Angeles
either give
area.
it to me in money or I'll take it out in your teeth.
No, ma'am. Let's see. What do I got? Here's my card for Gold's Gym. If you swipe in quick, they won't notice. I don't got any other cash.
Oh, let's be real. Like you ever go here? Judging by how I just pummeled you, and I'm 72 pounds. That's a burn. You just got burned.
I pay them every month, even if I don't always go.
I'm pleased to welcome the heads of the 5 families here. This war has torn New York apart. All I ask, and I'd like to direct this to the enforcer for the newly formed Catalucci family, Krista from Sherwood Elementary. Can we ask just for a moratorium on the violence that you have brought to our city?
The bloodshed must stop.
Please make the bloodshed stop.
We all have to come together to hold power in the city. We have to come to an agreement, you know?
She took my name. She's the head of the Catalucci family.
She's shamed every single one of my men, my goons. They all go home crying, no fingers, pee-pee pants. They feel emotionally wrecked.
When I was 4, I came home on my birthday. And you know what I found?
What'd you find?
With all due respect, what did you find?
What?
I wanted a princess pony, and I didn't get it.
Okay.
And from that moment on, I decided I always get what I want.
Vincenzo, I woke up this morning with a princess pony head next to me.
We have displeased the Catalucci's. That is the signature move.
Of the Catalucci's. Krista, she comes for us.
She has no mercy. We must capitulate to whatever her demands are. What did you do?
I didn't do a thing. I don't want to capitulate. Who's capitulating?
We have no choice. She feels no remorse. She has no mercy. You look into her eyes, it's just darkness and the enjoyment she gets from senseless violence.
She has no soul.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cook, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to relieve you of your job here at Apple.
Well, that's okay. Sometimes it's just better if people take over.
Dunk him in the ceviche pit.
Original Understudies.
Well, I think that was a spot on Tim Cook, if I could say so myself.
Oh, God.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
We have to disclaimer that was not actually Tim Cook.
Yeah, we should say
Anybody
something. We
listening
should say
to this.
something.
Yes. I'll say it now. That's not Tim Cook.
Also, just so everyone knows, I've been playing two different New York City goons in this show. They're not the same person. The sidekick and then the
Goons
bully
are not a monolith. They're not.
Yeah.
They were vastly different. You could totally tell.
Did you guys, every school probably has a bully, but I wonder now with all of the anti-bullying movements, are there still the physical bullies at schools like that?
No, they've replaced them with machines by this point.
Machine bullies?
AI bullying is incredible,
Really, though, it's just repurposing the work of other bullies that did the bullying.
Yeah, it's unfair, actually.
Yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, there was the classic bullies that would, put you in a locker or beat you up, stuff like that. But now I think you just you would just go to jail, right? They any harassment like that, you're not going to get away with.
I think bullying is
good.
It's probably evolved more to be literally online stuff, like on your posts, your DMs, your pictures or whatever, taking a video of you and sharing it around. It's gotten more evil, but less physical.
Yeah. I think the bullying these days is now psychological. They're there to get into you and destroy you from the inside out.
Yeah. But I don't know. This is probably going to get me in trouble because I probably don't understand the pitfalls of digital bullying. But I remember when I was bullied physically, that also psychologically I was terrified.
Just more efficient. The old ways are best. Is what you're saying.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
I would look now you look at your phone and somebody might say something nasty, and then maybe you go to sleep and you think about the nasty thing. But I think that, I don't know. I think it's
I feel like just to go on the side of new bullying, since this is part of the debate, you're not safe anywhere. In physical bullying, you could always hide from someone, or if adults were around, you might be protected. But now it's in your phone, which is in your room, in your bed, in your house. You can't escape from that bully.
Yeah, it would be when you're in math class and there's the kid behind you who's just coming up with insults about your clothes and all this kind of stuff. But imagine if every insult that he came up with was then transmitted to everyone else in your school.
Yeah, and
I guess that is something that I didn't have to deal with. But from my nieces and nephews who have now graduated high school, it seemed from an outside perspective, and I should probably ask them just to have one-on-one knowledge, but it seemed like there was so much more about being positive and being supportive than I ever remember. There was not in the 90s, it was cool to be negative. If you could find something to be negative about, that was hip. Now it seems like it's cool to be positive and supportive.
Yeah,
well, I'd like to introduce you to a little place called Twitter and perhaps disagree.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I feel like it's kind of like that Portlandia where the 90s never ended, and it's Twitter. It's the last bit of bad attitude. I don't know.
I just did a workshop / improv show for a high school level Jewish summer camp. I guess not summer camp, but just winter camp. But it reminded me of 90s kids are back. this is the kind of bad vibes I remember from my own childhood. They were like shitting on each other and like super disrespectful the whole time. And like,
wow,
I was like, I wasn't hurt because I'm like, yeah, I remember this. Like, this is not new information to me. It's just, It felt like we had gone away from that, and now they're coming right back.
Original Understudies.
All right, kids, I think this school needs a little bit of positivity. So we brought in a positive speaker, Mr. Jake Regal, and he is going to tell us all how we can be happier, nicer, more pleasant students.
All right, left half of the room, say hey.
Fuck you.
All right, right half of the room, say ho.
Fuck your mom.
You're a hoe.
Okay, I heard some people do both halves, so let's. Okay. Hi, my name is Jake, and I'm here to teach you how to get a little more sunshine in your day. Sorry.
Yeah, this guy stutters.
You're gonna teach us to talk?
Well, sorry.
Now, students, be nice to Mr. Jake Regal.
Shut up.
You always say that, Tiffany, but I know you love me.
I'm all out of Marlboro Reds. What are we going to do?
You can go to the student store.
Thanks.
But just be nice to him. He is impenetrable to your insults because he's seen this before.
Oh, I think he's penetrable.
Okay. No, that's your teacher's right. You can't get to me. I'm very strong, and I can do this, and we're all going to have a great time. So let's start with an exercise called Zip, Zap, Zup. We are going to pass a little bit of energy from person to person, and it's about focusing on each other, and it's about listening, and it's about having fun.
You know, Todd, that guy Jake really got to me. I think you...
Nah, come on.
I think you're my best friend.
What?
And I like hanging out with you because you make me feel good.
Well, I mean, that's like so gross, but I mean, I guess I like hanging out with you too, because you make me feel good too.
Hey, are you two losers being emotionally vulnerable?
I don't know. Is that what it's called? I don't feel like we're losers because I feel like I'm winning big, and that's with friendship.
You know what? Normally I'd dunk both your heads in the toilet, but
Jake, I'm so sorry to ask you to come back, but the students, now that they're all nice and happy and positive,
Yeah.
I don't know how to control them. Before it was through cigarette cravings and like just general threats to their well-being, and now I don't
You need me
know
to bring them down a couple pegs?
Could you possibly come back into a negativity
I could
seminar?
do that. I could absolutely do that.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, shitheads. Welcome to your future.
Hi, Jake.
Mr.
Regal.
Mr.
You look
Regal.
great today.
You look so good.
I like your
might
hair.
feel good today. You might feel good today. But let's look at what your life's going to be like 10 years from now.
oh, good.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you think so? Now, guess what? You're thousands and thousands of dollars of debt because you decided to get a 4-year degree for something that doesn't need one. You're in the arts?
What?
Hey, debt is it's a made up concept, you know? There's chances for debt forgiveness. Sometimes you got to take a risk, you know? It doesn't
fortune
mean it's
favors
the
the
end of the
bold.
line.
I'm invested in crypto.
Totally. Capitalism, it's only the beginning. There's a whole world beyond.
Look, there is such thing as wise debt. It's one of those necessary risks you need to take on in order to grow.
I'm unflappable. I can do this. Your personal lives are going to be a mess. Your relationships, how many of you are in a relationship right now? How many of you are dating one of the other
I
people
have
in
a
this room?
girlfriend.
Are they in this room?
Yeah.
I
There is
love him.
0% chance you are together in 10 years. 0%. It is over.
There's a first time for everything.
I'm thinking, Jake, that maybe there's a person that needs a little extra love and attention. I think that person's name is Jake. You know?
Come on, stop bullying me.
Let's give him a hug.
Group hug. We appreciate you, Jake.
Hey, let's all take turns saying one great thing about Jake. And I'm going to say, Jake, you always come in with high energy and it inspires me.
Absolutely.
That's because I'm covering up the sadness. I've spent the last 3 years just being alone, doing nothing.
Jake, welcome home. I didn't expect you to come home this weekend.
Yeah, I had a rough...
Your dad and I don't have anything really set up for you, but we can scrounge something together.
Geez, Jake, I guess I could pull out the pull-out, or I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but...
Pull up the pull-out. That sounds really
yes,
funny.
I'm going to pull out the pull-out.
You should use that in one of your improv sketches.
Yeah, you can use it in your skits.
Thank you. Sorry, I just had a really bad time. All these kids, they weren't listening to me at all. They were just happy and responsive to me. And I don't know, it makes me just question everything I've been doing with my life, you know?
Hey, Jake, it's me, your totally canon little brother, Jamie. I still think you're a loser. You're a loser and you suck.
Oh, come on, Jamie. Be nice to your brother there.
Look, I appreciate this, my canonic family. It's not the case that my parents live 20 minutes away from me in real life and my dad was an improviser and would definitely know all of the information about improv. You're my family with Jamie and the gang.
Yeah, that's right. Do you want a group hug, bro? Give him a group hug.
Oh, come on, bring it all in.
No,
bring it in, family.
Come on. Come on.
Jake, hey, it's your incredibly gorgeous wife that you won on that game show years ago. Is there anything I can do for you to make you feel better? I could bake you a cake. I could take you on a
canonical wife.
cruise.
I don't need anything. I thank you. I want to be dour. All right, it's okay to feel bad. I don't want everyone to make me feel good all the time.
Hey, Jake, it's me, your understanding and wise improv coach. I wanted to let you know that all the work you've put in up to now it's all building to something. I recognize potential in you, and I think you have great things ahead.
Thanks, Will Hines.
Jake,
but
I'm the ghost of improv future.
What?
I don't have a job. Yes, and has got me nowhere.
Right.
I'm still in debt from a Discover card.
Thank God. I finally saw the ghost of improv future. Someone who finally put me in the headspace that I want to be in. Thank you, ghost of Christmas future.
Do you want to run lines for me for this Knott's Berry Farm audition?
Oh, is there scripted lines?
So you want to get rid of spirits in your house? I would like to offer a discounted rate if you'd use my apprentice who's trying to get some experience built up.
An apprentice? I don't know. I kind of wanted a professional, someone who has lots of experience and someone who really knows their shit. You know what I mean?
Well, the problem is you say you need to get rid of the spirit fast.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm booked until end of March.
Yeah, the in-laws are visiting.
But I could today let my apprentice go help you out right now.
You could turn this around today.
You could hop in the ghost busting van and you guys could go and get rid of him.
All right.
We can't call it a ghost busting van in public though, but that's what it is.
I would imagine there's copyright issues, I suppose.
Huge. I keep getting in trouble.
Fair.
That's why it's just white now because we had to paint over the the ghost.
I hear you. Well, I appreciate the effort. Certainly, I suppose I trust your judgment. Whichever intern or apprentice you can pair me up with, that's fine. As long as I can get these ghosts out ASAP.
All right. Casper?
Oh, yes?
I'm sure he's just met. There we go. So we have a ghost that we would like you to bust.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so
are you
going to be going with
What?
You're a boy.
Oh, yeah. Of course I am.
he's young. You got to get started young.
Casper, your father and I don't want to have to disown you, but you're a ghost that busts ghosts.
I am ashamed of who I am.
Casper, we did not raise you to disrespect us and your family like this.
You know, most ghosts aren't all bad, but they want to haunt people. That's not right.
We want you to have dreams. But when you busted Stinky and Fatso,
they were
that's
your
family.
cousins. They're your uncles. They're family.
Oh.
They're ghosts. They're ghosts, gosh darn it. They're
They
ghosts.
microwaved a bunch of ceviche. I had to bust them.
I'm a reality show producer. I couldn't help but overhear your predicament. You're trying to get rid of your Jimmy Stewart ghost son. I I can take them off your hands for a little show I'm working on called Exercised at First Sight.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Take them.
So you're exercising me at first sight, or should I exercise you at first sight?
Go on, Casper.
We'll exercise together.
Like a ghost busting team?
Yeah, we'll be busting. And you know what? Busting makes me feel good.
You can't say that. You can't say that. We haven't cleared that. No.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Original Understudies. This episode wouldn't be possible without our mastering engineer,
Toivo Kallio.
And gosh, what lucky bunch we be, having such an amazing cast like Aaron Martin, Will Morris, Mike Del Rosso, and Kevin Prado. But as luck has it, it seems every week they're unable to perform. But that's the beauty of the original Understudies. They were able to step in their absence and make the funny happen. I don't have any reviews to read this week. I'll be okay. You don't need to send help. But if you could make a review, it would make me pretty happy. And please send emails at originalunderstudiespodcast@gmail.com. Give me suggestions. I'm running super low. I mean, I've got one for this week, but I don't know that I have one for next week.
Send me an email, please.
Original Understudies.